Hello everyone! Since it is St. Patrick's Day and St. Patrick is obviously associated with Ireland, for today's timeline I'm going to be doing the Presidents and Taoisigh of Ireland! This is the update with covering Connolly. I was originally accidentally going to pick the non-updated one. Anyways, let's begin! Once again, brought to you by the time travel artist himself, the Presidents and Taoisigh of Ireland timeline. By the way, here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that one of the Presidents of Ireland actually gave John F. Kennedy a pony named Leprechaun? Yep, that's actually true. If you go and watch my presidential pets video on my main channel, you'll find out why. The first person of Ireland to be born was Douglas Hyde. And we had to wait for an extremely long period until the next Taoisigh or person was born. That was actually going to be a Taoisigh, I think. Yeah, a Taoisigh, yeah. We don't want to look at Dublin right now. Anyways, after barely over 2 decades, W.T. Cosgrave was born. The first Taoisigh of Ireland to be born. Anyways, Sean T. O'Kelly was born, and then followed by Eamon de Valera, who was both President and Taoisigh of Ireland. Crazy, right? Actually, Eamon was the first person to be both Taoisigh and President of Ireland. He's actually the only one. Anyways, the final Taoisigh of Ireland to be born in the 19th century was Sean Lemas. And then Erskine H. Childers was born, the first person of Ireland to be born in the 20th century. We'll look at that later on. Anyways, Sir Paul O'Dalig was born after Erskine, and then Jack Lynch was born after during the end of World War One. Anyways, W.T. Cosgrave was the first president of the Executive Council of Ireland, and during this time period, Liam Cosgrave, I think he was the son of W.T., and Patrick Kelly were both born. And also, instead of the Republic of Ireland being its name, Ireland used to be called the Irish Free State. Anyways, both Charles Haughey and Garrett Fitzgerald were born. I feel like Garrett was actually a distant cousin from John F. Kennedy. Because of Kennedy's middle name, that being Fitzgerald. Anyways, after Cosgrave, Eamon became president of the Executive Council, and then during that time period, Albert Reynolds was born. And then the Republic of Ireland came to existence instead of the Irish Free State, and that made Eamon Taoisigh. And then a few months after that, Douglas Hyde became President of Ireland. At an extremely old age, nearly 80 years old at the time. Anyways, Michael D. Higgins was then born. And Mary Robinson too. And then Sean T. O'Kelly was after Douglas. And Charlie Costello was after Eamon. Anyways, during this time period, John Bruton was born, and then Douglas Hyde was the first president of Ireland to die. Rest in peace. And then Eamon returned to the Taoisigh to be Taoisigh, and during this time period, Bertie Ahern and Kenny were both born. And then John A. Costello was back to being Taoisigh. And then Eamon again. By the way, Catherine Connolly was born. And then Eamon became President of Ireland, and Sean Lemass became Taoisigh. And during this time period, Michael Martin was born. And during this time period, both W.T. Cosgrave and Sean T. O'Kelly would died. Rest in peace to all these people. Anyways, after Lemass, Jack Lynch became Taoisigh. And then Sean died. And following Jack, Liam Cosgrave became Taoisigh. And also, Erskine H. Childers became president, followed by Sir Paul O'Gallagher, followed by Patrick Hillary. This is going a bit quicker now. And then Mary Robinson became president, and Albert Reynolds became Taoisigh, and then John Bruton became Taoisigh after, and then Bertie Ahern and Mary McAleese became president. Then Coburn became Taoisigh, and then Kenny became Taoisigh, and then Higgins became president. We still have 3 people. Anyways, Varadkar became Taoisigh, and then Martin became Taoisigh, and then Varadkar became Taoisigh again, and then Harris became Taoisigh, and finally, Connolly became President of Ireland at the beginning of this year. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe to both my channels, this one and my other one called A Slice of History and Gaming. Now forcing. And also, on this channel, I'm trying to get to 25 subscribers and 1,000 views before summer. And on the other channel, 250 subscribers and now 6,000, now 7,000, now 8,000, now 9,000, but 10,000 views before summer. Just to change you guys home. No posting for any of those either. Also, I'm going to be doing local historical tours near me soon. Slacker for first posts. Bye everyone. See you tomorrow for my next upload on this channel and my other channel. Peace out.